play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring! Bomb's Tassadar gonna find Rainer!
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's Nexus Gaming Series, and in our second match of the afternoon, we're going to see a replay cast here of Division A, Team Happy Cloud versus Tickle Tassadar. And I'm your host, Aero, and I'm going to be joined today by my good friend Lulu, coming out from the Nexus Cats. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Aero. How about you?
Oh, I'm happy, just like Team Happy Cloud.
Yeah, there it is.
So Division A, so I actually did just cast, I think last night, a replay cast of Team Happy Cloud and Main Tank Uther. So this is not my first time casting them this season.
Yeah, so we know that Team Happy Cloud is a fake news team name because they don't use Happy Clouds for everyone.
Exactly. So we'll see. Maybe, you know what? Maybe the redemption is in this game, right? Maybe they realized in reverse.
They realized. Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
Right?
That's how science works.
Exactly.
They play Chromie. They could.
I was just gonna say.
Just like who was it? Lazy Hydra time traveled in our last match.
Right. Nico here. Spoiler alert. We didn't. Fair enough. All right. Well. Oh, you know what? I went and used the restroom, and I didn't actually go look at the actual map bans. Let me get those real quick here. So, was there anything from the game last night that you watched that was of any particular, like that? Oh, jeez, words are hard. Anything that was memorable that might come into play in a match like this? Because this is actually their second match.
No, because I didn't catch much of last night's match. Just the last bit after we finished our scrim against.
Oh, that's right.
Waiting on Cherry.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Fair enough. Well, the map bans here, let's see. From Team Happy Cloud, we had Braxis Holdout and Sky Temple. And for Tickle Tassadar, we had Volsky Foundry and Towers of Doom. Let's go ahead and hop over to that so people can see it.
Where are we heading first today, Aero?
Our first game is going to be on Cursed Hollow.
Okay.
Now, just out of curiosity, can you see that on your screen right now? Can you see that it's Cursed Hollow or not yet?
No.
Okay, I didn't think you could since it was in the watch section. So, but let's go ahead and get set up here. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And this took place on December 10th as well. So another game that took place on the 10th there at 9:26 and 40 seconds in the evening.
It's good info to have, Aero.
Hey, you never know.
Know who the second when this started.
Some familiar names over here in these teams. Of course, some of which we saw last night.
Have you seen Tickle Tassadar before?
You know, I might have met them once or twice. Might have played against them once or twice. Recently in the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational. Alrighty. Here we go, getting into the game here. Game number 1 between Team Happy Cloud on our left and... Wow, I was going to say Main Tank Uther. That's last night. Tickle Tassadar on the right.
You got thrown off because there's an Uther in this game.
I did. All right, Lulu, go ahead and pick your team and call it away.
So on On the right, we've got Tickle Tassadar. We got Serenian on Dahaka, Thickon on Li Ming, Garland on the Greymane, Bashing on Lucio, and Broomboy on Varian.
And over here to the left, we've got Team Happy Cloud. Galaxy Quest is going to be playing the Hanzo. Brett Michaels on the Uther. Sweet Buns on the Johanna. That just sounds wrong. R275 Delta on Oriel. And Rexar is going to be played by Nico. Now, I gotta tell you, because, I mean, it's important. Names are important. It's actually not Thickon.
Uh-oh.
I know.
What is it then?
It's Thicon. I know.
Okay.
I know.
So
it's...
I
Whoa,
have
game's
a lot of
pausing.
questions
Okay.
about this. We just said it was Team Happy Cloud. Their draft here.
Oh, they do get the kill. Wow, Hanzo getting that with the Sonic Aero, no less. That is insane. Sorry, continue.
Oh, it's we got the Johanna, Rexar, and then the double support with the Ariel, Uther, and Hanzo.
Yep. But you know what? I watched a game recently where Bahamut was casting a team that had a double support Rhaegar and Uther, and it worked out really well for them. So, you know, I'm not going to be surprised if the Ariel Uther does some work here, maybe get some Dragon Arrow damage.
Was main tank Uther in that game either?
It was not, actually. It was a main tank Diablo.
That's right. I did actually see that game. I should have known that.
Imagine stuns into taunt Varian, says Nico. Dahaka and Rexar up here on the top, so Dahaka is going to provide them the global value. There's no global value until level 20 here for the side of Team Happy Cloud.
When Ariel takes fly, right?
Yes. Exactly. But with the with Dahaka in the top lane here, they definitely are going to lose out on some of the potential value of that global, as Dahaka, you know, being in the bot lane would have given them a little bit more opportunity to soak. And by they, I mean for Tickle Tassadar. Siege camp picked up by none other than Lucio, Bashing, waiting patiently for the call out there. And that's going to be really helpful for them. Getting that siege camp at that time means that either Team Happy Cloud has to go deal with that pressure, or and give up the tribute, or they have to just accept that it's going to do work in their bot and potentially mid lane, as this bruiser camp picked up as well. So bruiser camp meets bruiser camp at the wall here in the mid lane, and certainly more of Tickle Tassadar here at the tribute, but some stall outs coming from the Hanzo. And of course Misha. Johanna and Li Ming on their way now. Sorry, not ETC. Uther's gonna get drug in by the Dahaka. And Greymane going in for the kill, not quite able to make it there, and Misha falling very low. But the Detainment Strike onto Broomboy is gonna keep Varian away, and Lucio getting stunned here is gonna have to get that wall ride out. Condemn onto the front line here, but still no tribute picked up. Bashing going for it, but again, as mentioned earlier, siege camp in the bot lane and bruiser camp in the mid lane, and Team Happy Cloud's going to deal with that. They're going to give up the tribute and head out to these lanes, because check it out, one and soon to be a second tower in the bot lane cleared up. So good timing here from Tickle Tassadar to get the lanes pushed up while gathering that tribute. And once again, the RNG not working in favor of Dahaka here. The next tribute coming in the top half as well. Oh, goodness. Why didn't you tell me to check that?
I got there right as Lucio got slapped to death by Ariel.
Well, taunt going up, but there's a cleanse here from the Uther. So, you know, I mean, the Uther is pretty clearly the counter to the, you know, the taunt variant plus Greymane dive potential, although it apparently also helps to set up the kill onto the Li Ming. So definitely, you know, this double support is going to help to counter the pressure that Tickle Me Tassadar wants to put into this team. They also have Crystal Aegis. They have the potential for either Divine Storm or Divine Shield. So a lot of stuns, a lot of protection here from Team Happy Cloud. So I think that there's a lot more value here than it first seems. And there goes the orb, the taunt onto the Oriole. She's going to get that heal out, though, and make her way slowly, hovering above the ground there. Dahaka's going to burrow, and the Arcana Orb coming in, but it's going to be Lucio falling first, thanks to that hammer coming from Uther. Broomboy getting knocked back, and this is pretty much going to have to be a disengage, as now Dahaka going to be the second to fall here for the side of Tickle Me Tassadar. So 2-0 trade there for Team Happy Cloud. Level 10 is coming up soon here. So I expect to see pretty standard ultimates. The only one that's kind of a question mark is the Uther. Now, that said, there's the D-Storm. I could see a world where we see a Dragon Strike. It's not going to happen. It's going to be the Dragon Aero. But I could see a way that they could make that work, especially on a map like this with the narrow corridors.
Yeah, the zoning Dragon Arrow, or Strike.
Yes, yeah.
Also names.
Right? So Siege Camp picked up here by Team Happy Cloud, and that's going to give Rexar some additional push into this Dahaka here. No 10s yet for Tickle Me Tassadar. Sorry, what I meant to say was 10s coming right up for Tickle Me Tassadar.
Right on cue.
And speaking of Q, Varian going to get caught by the combination D-Storm plus Hammer of the Righteous there, and it's going to be a quick, easy kill here for Team Happy Cloud as the next tribute coming up, and this should be a nice, comfortable gather for them. Not a lot of poke potential without risk for Tickle Me Tassadar. And let's take a look. Did Varian take the... Yeah, he did take Shield Wall, so, you know, he is going to be able to help to stall out that damage the next time that comes in, but it's not going to matter if they layer those stuns. And there are a lot of them. I mean, literally every person on the side of Team Happy Cloud has a stun.
Yeah.
Some of them multiple. So if they layer them well, then it doesn't matter that Varian has a full protect. He's just going to get obliterated. We also have the sound barrier over here for Lucio. So that'll help to counter some of that potential damage. Although it looks like they're going in after the Varian again. No Divine Storm. They're going to get the taunt onto the Uther, and a lot of damage coming from Li Ming into that Uther there. Framing going to pick up the camp. So we did see really fantastic camp timings earlier, but uh-oh. Well, Garland, it was nice knowing you.
Spoke too soon on that one, Aero.
I mean, it would have been nice timing. It would have been great timing. It just was unfortunate timing.
Didn't have the camp yet.
Yep. Oh, Garland showing up in chat. Yep. Sorry, buddy. Sometimes we do catch the moments. This is a lot of pressure, and you know what? Rexar is getting this tribute. We've already got a boss in the bot lane. We have a boss in the top that's coming up soon. There's a bruiser camp in the mid lane. Well, the bruiser camp's gonna die. But double boss here. And level 13 advantage as well for Team Happy Cloud. This is looking really strong for them right now.
Yeah, that's a so much to deal with right now for Tickle Me Tassadar.
Yeah, I mean, that leaves Team Happy Cloud the opportunity. They don't even have to deal with the fort because the fort will be taken out by the boss. They can get in here and get the work on the keep. There's not a whole lot that Tickle Me Tassadar can do about it because they have to split up between all the other lanes. Boss didn't get to the keep down here, but it does have a pretty significant wave as Varian trying to deal with that. Li Ming trying to deal with the Rexar in the mid lane, so that's another fort going down. So 2 forts so far, and there's still a full health boss up here in the top lane. And it is 4v4 here, so Li Ming throwing out those orbs, trying to get the damage out, looking for some resets. Gonna get the sound barrier there from bashing, and Uther going to go in, misses the Divine Storm onto the Dahaka, but Garland going in Gray in wolf form rather, going to be taken out by the Uther as Crystal just used in time there to kind of stall out Greymane, and with 20 seconds here of Greymane being out and a full health boss, I think this is game. Dahaka falling low there, gets stunned and stunned and stunned again. Varian getting caught in the root, now trying to make it into the base, getting pulled back by the Condemn though. And that is in fact gonna be the game. Wow. Nico just barely able to survive, preventing that KDA loss. The shortness of the replay timer bar might have been a clue for you guys. So I actually try to avoid looking at the timer bar, just so that I don't have an idea of who's gonna win when possible. That's why I actually don't show the game screen until after it's already loaded, so that I can put that away, so I can put away the chat, just in case there's any spicy chat. But 9 kills to 0, holy cow, I hadn't realized that was so heavily one-sided on the kill counts there. So Lulu, you mentioned at the beginning of the game, hey.
Aero, I know where this is going. I was wrong, just like Bahamut was wrong about that, what are you, Regen Phoenix game?
Or both of the Regen Phoenix games, yeah, but that's okay.
But who's keeping track of the score? I mean,
yeah, who's counting about that? Who's counting? Certainly not Please Clap, right?
Hey.
It's not shade if they said it themselves.
You never really got the tone of that name right, though. It's like, it's a dejected. Please clap.
See, I never really I didn't feel like it was, you know, a dejected tone. I always felt like it was an excited thing. Like, you know, like we're about to do something cool and we want you to clap. We want you to enjoy this show that we're about to put on for you. That's how I felt about it.
Oh, I assumed it was named after the clip that went around the internets, and he is not very happy when he says that. He is sad.
I mean, that is entirely possible, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you serious? Okay. All right. I'll send it to you later.
Yeah,
it's
you're
fine.
gonna have to send it to me. Anybody still from Please Clap in the chat? If so, is that where you got your name? Is that what this is about? Some internet meme?
Oh, I didn't look that game. Was Team Happy Cloud on Happy Clouds?
I didn't look either, but I was told by Nico that they were not. So there you go.
Do we need to like crowd fund for them to get Happy Clouds?
I saw one Sleepy Cloud. Yeah, Mantis. I think they had that in the game last night too. The Sleepy Clouds are awesome though. I mean, they're not worth 1,000 gems, but that didn't stop me from buying one.
I was gonna say, didn't you buy it day one?
Pretty
I
close.
do love Sleepy Cloud. I love all the clouds, actually. They're all great in their own unique ways.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're getting set up here for game number 2. It's going to be on Battlefield of Eternity. It was the selection of Team Happy Cloud. So given what you just saw, any heroes that you think would be a good pick for these teams to kind of flex into, knowing where we're going? Anything that you like to see?
Where are we going again?
Battlefield of Eternity.
Battlefield of Eternity. I mean, if you've got the Ariel you play, maybe you look at Vala or something like that. She's good there.
You know what? Let me tell you who the bans were. So Team Happy Cloud banned out Vala,
okay, well, there goes
Alarak, and Anduin. Tickle Tassadar banned out Greymane, Sylvanas, and Oriel.
Well, there went most of my suggestions.
I guess the point is that they agreed with you. So anything other than what
so you're saying
you've already started?
Okay.
Yeah.
Battlefield of Eternity. Well, we saw in the last match power that Tyrande can get on that map, which, you know, maybe you don't get all the stun value if there's no Sergeant Hammer, but still her Hunter's Mark on the Immortal And there's also a talent she can take. It's like an attack speed thing. I don't remember where that's at. I think it's 4 or 7, maybe. Or I'm crazy. So she's good there. Yeah. I play healers. That's about the extent of my insight.
Fair enough. I gotta tell you, that last one on Cursed Hollow. Yes, it was. Oh, you were asking about Taskball. I gotta say, Ekeb has some A+ suggestions there for Blizzard. Please make the Salty Cloud mount and the Smug Cloud mount. I would ride the hell out of a Smug Cloud mount.
I was actually typing that Weenus could work on that. Just like your face on a cloud mount. I think that would work. Aero.
Well, you know what? Game's ready to go. Let's go ahead and hop into this.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Game number 2. So game number 1, Team Happy Cloud taken in a pretty dominant fashion there. Game number 2 going to be Battlefield of Eternity.
There's a Tyrande.
There is a Tyrande.
Clearly, they listened to me.
Obviously, it's so good that they like looked to the future and said, "Hey, what should we take, Lulu?"
Yeah, they knew that I was gonna pick up casting and be here for the replay cast, and like, I feel like she thinks Tyrande would work here.
All right, well, take it away with your introduction.
Oh, okay. So for Tickle Me Tassadar, we got Serenian on the Thrall, Daikon on the Artanis, Bashing on Anna, Broomboy on Johanna, and Garland on the Jaina.
Alrighty, and over here for Team Happy Cloud, we've got Sweet Buns this time on the ETC. Brett Michael's going to be playing the Junkrat. Galaxy Quest on Hanzo. R275 Delta on the Tyrande, and it's going to be Nico on the Arthas. So the race, I think, potential goes over, especially after 4. Man, that's actually hard to say. Man, it might actually go over to Tickle Me Tassadar. Oh, we've got a Crash Lightning. What is this? I thought this. Oh, we're hold up. Pause this shit. I'm gonna go back because apparently I didn't bother to actually flip the screen, so because I forgot.
Look at that, it's your face.
Minute and 19 seconds. We're going back. We're rewinding. I think this might screw up.
It says you left the game and I am now the host.
All right, quit the replay. We'll come back into it. That was a little bit of a practice for everybody. Practice run.
It's because I said mean things and you were distracted. I apologize.
Game 2. Take 2. Okay, so did you get this invite? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, starting the game. Let's see. Somebody said Butte with the most savage comment today. Where is it? I don't see that. What did Butte say?
I am Lulu. I'm not Butte, for the record.
Good point. Did you make a savage comment? Oh, you did make a savage comment. Yeah, that's not Butte. Sorry, guys. That's Lulu. Oh, put that away.
Sorry to disappoint everyone.
All right, let's try this again. So you've got Tickle Me Tassadar on the right. Go ahead.
Oh, we're doing this again, huh? Serenian on Thrall, Thicon on Artanis, Bashing on the Anna, Broomboy on Johanna, and Garland on the Jaina.
Alrighty, and over here for Team Happy Cloud, we've got our 275 Delta playing the Tyrande, Brett Michaels on the Junkrat, Galaxy Quest on the Hanzo, Sweet Buns on the ETC, and Nico on the Arthas. So anyways, so I think that the right side of the map here has maybe the advantage on the wave clear. Not the wave clear, the immortal clear. Oh, look! It's Crash Lightning! Who knew?
What?
We also do... Oh my goodness, and we've got target practice coming out from the Hanzo?
Oh, I don't know.
On BOE? That seems like a bold strategy.
See,
I don't know.
Again, I play healers. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not.
So, yeah, so normally, or commonly, I don't want to say normally, because that's not necessarily true, but commonly, it's simple geometry because you get the extra scatter arrows. It goes from 5 to 7 shots, and then at 4 you take the additional damage to non-heroes with your scatter arrow, and it just shreds immortals. At 7 you take a cooldown reduction every time you auto attack on your W, so you get even more immortal shred. And so right now, when I said earlier,
the racy talent.
yeah, I mean, and it's still a good talent because that's still a lot of damage that goes into heroes. Oh, guys.
That,
All right.
It did say what?
Did he get the kill with another Sonic Arrow? That Sonic Arrow was dead center on his corpse. I have to know. Galaxy Quest is in chat. Nico, do you know? I was looking down because it looked like there was going to be more challenges in the bot lane than in the top lane. I thought that Artanis was going to be able to get out, but apparently not. I'm not sure. Could have been an auto attack. You know what? That's fair. That was far enough back. Yeah. Galaxy Quest, no. Okay, so not the Sonic Arrow this time. Apparently, you can only do that once in a single match on Hanzo.
If
So
you
there you
do
go.
more than that, the other team starts banning Hanzo, and you don't want that.
Right. Yeah, when you can start just landing kills with Sonic Arrows, like, consistently, that's ban worthy. Artanis is going to get the swap and Arthas into the wall, but there are some minions up here, so Arthas is able to go ahead and walk away from that. Level 4 is available for both sides. So I don't know. Like, I feel like... man. Team Happy Cloud has a distinct advantage, I think, in the team fight. Especially if they are able to get that advantage or press that advantage before Thrall is able to finish Crash Lightning. If Thrall can finish Crash Lightning, then I think that shifts a little bit because then both Hanzo and Junkrat find themselves at half health every time he shows out a Q. But the race value, I think, goes over to Tickle Me Tassadar, and this is such a race important map. So it's going to be tough to call which of these teams I think is actually favored to win this game. But here they come, looking to defend up in the top lane, or Tickle Me Tassadar. Thicon getting very low on the Artanis. And we hear the Chattering Teeth, but it actually, you know, Chattering Teeth is a really tough talent to deal with on this map because it's hard to see it. I mean, the Immortals are large, take up a lot of space. But here we go, Power Slide in is going to get both Thicon and not Serena's Thrall. Well, whoever's playing Broomboy? Yeah, Broomboy on the Johanna. So 2 kills there, totaling out now for 3 on Team Happy Cloud. And that's going to give them the opportunity now to finish up this Immortal. And I mean, I guess if you kill your opponents, you have all the race that you need.
Yeah, and also, Team Happy Cloud, they got over to the Immortal first, so Tickle Me Tassadar was coming in trying to defend, and just didn't have the team fight quite work for them, so it helps when you are there first and can set up your own positioning.
Yep, absolutely. And Hanzo did take that level 4 talent that I mentioned here, the Serrated Arrow, so is going to get additional damage onto the minions, mercs, and monsters, and of course the Immortal is considered a monster. ETC, I think, was looking for the Jaina, but not quite able to land that stun as there was a wall in the way. How dare it be there? I want to check in here at the bot lane, because this is getting rather close. Nice juke by Thicon to get out of the Howling Blast there from Arthas. But up in the top, this fort already sitting about half health here. The Immortal still about half health itself. We also didn't call out here the, what is it, Vampiric Rounds? Is that what it's called? Yeah, for Ana, so stacking that additional damage. ETC's going to Power Slide onto Johanna. She's got the Unstoppable. The Junkrat Concussion Mine, though, waiting patiently until the Unstoppable was complete there. Sweet Buns getting a little close to that wall, taking some tower shots, almost like they forgot that those towers were added about 6 months ago. And Hanzo using that simple geometry to go ahead and get the kill onto the Johanna. How you doing over there, Lulu?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just looking at these Ana talents, she's going into a lot of sleep dart talents. Sleep dart piercing all enemy heroes. That's not a fun one to go against. But usually you see the grenade at 4, which I don't remember what all it does. Increases range, I think, and makes it so they take less healing? Question mark. I'm not good with talents.
Well, they can't take less healing than 100% reduction from the basic grenade anyway,
Oh,
so...
okay, well, just kidding. That's not what it does then.
But, you know, I have seen a lot of the Sleep Dart talents here on BOE, and I'm assuming that's because of these narrow corridors. Have actually seen 3-man sleeps out of some manas here, but the power slide is going to land onto Thicon, the Lunar Flare coming in, expecting the Artanis to go backwards, but haha, he went forwards.
Got him.
Sitting at 12 stacks currently on the Crash Lightning. Also went into the, is it Feral Resilience? Frostwolf pack. Or Frostwolf Resilience is the other talent that I was thinking of. But the Sleep Dart, the other thing this Sleep Dart build is going to add is, if I remember correctly, doesn't it reduce the, it's 10% damage from Night Terrors.
Yeah. So everyone can go to sleep, and you've got doses on you, and it's just a big chunk of your health.
Alright, so Tickle Tassadar coming over here to get their Shaman camp started as level 10s were picked up for Team Happy Cloud. And THC is just jumping right on that Immortal and taking it down. They do have the Tyrande to help with that, so, you know, between Tyrande and Hanzo and Junkrat, they're able to bring that down to halftime.
Yeah, and Tickle Tassadar still kind of trying to get their 10s here. So they're not too worried about fighting this right now.
Yeah, they're going to get right on, get as much damage onto this as they can. They picked up their level 10s so that they can defend it. And their race is probably about equal now, it looks like. Getting the level 10 Immortal on the page here. Going to be going into the bot lane where there's still a fort, and that Shaman camp up on the top. Going to have to be defended by the Junkrat. So Johanna and Artanis going to get the swap onto Arthas. Going to get the body block so he can't find his way to his team immediately there. Looked like Thrall maybe missed the route, but Garland going to get caught by the Hanzo Aero. ETC going in with the power slide. Going to help to make sure that Jaina is taken care of. Serenian going to be the next to follow that Frostwolf pack being reset to 0. And now Artanis looking like that's another kill here for the side of Team Happy Cloud. So this bottom fort now is going to be number 2. Sweet Bun's looking for the Johanna, but she's got the Unstoppable still. Is going to be able to make it across her wall safely. And gonna Hearth here before the Immortal can get any kind of stun on her. And I don't know if... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if they keep going. I think that this is the opportunity to pull back. They've gotten the wall down, almost all of that. Never mind, they did get the second tower as well. So everything is nice and cleanly set up here in the bot lane for Team Happy Cloud. 14 stacks on the Crash Lightning. So Thrall looking to finish that quest so that they can get that backline value. How does that Artanis taste so much feed? Yeah, it's definitely been a challenging game for Tickle Tassadar going into this team. Now, Tickle Tassadar was the Division C Grand Champion, promoted up to Division A. They swapped some people into the roster, and they put in a strong showing in the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational that we talked about earlier. So definitely a strong team here. Regardless, going from a Division C to a Division A is such a huge difference in playstyle and drafting and everything. So it's not unreasonable to expect some initial growing pains.
Yeah, definitely. There's always a shift when you're moving a division. Just people play differently, different heroes and stuff you see.
But looking for this Arthas here. Jaina not quite able to get the slow there onto Arthas, so he's going to be able to make it out. Blizzard coming out to clear up the CoCaster camp as level 13 is now available here for Team Happy Cloud as they're going to get onto their Shaman camp as well. So So that'll have pressure in that bot lane while the team can get started on their control point, on their Immortal. I speak Aero, growing pains equals completely outplayed. I mean, that's not exactly what I mean. I mean, it takes some time to kind of get used to things. So, you know, the game number 1 was definitely, you know, just Team Happy Cloud being all about it. The ETC coming in with the power slide. A great interrupt there from Johanna with the Blessed Shield. It's going to be ETC falling here. They're looking now for the Johanna. They do get it. Nico getting low, pops the Army of the Dead. And with the Celestial Attunement, I think that's called, able to keep the Arthas alive just forever. And Jaina at this point, I think, goes down. She cannot get away. Oh, wait. There we go. Cannot get away from that Arthas. And so a 3-for-1 trade this time. Coming out in favor of Team Happy Cloud. And the other thing, too, is Team Happy Cloud is actually, you know, they're a veteran team in Division A. I don't remember exactly where they ended last season, but they actually, you know, did pretty decently, if I remember correctly. So. And that's going to be pretty much, I think that's an absolutely 100% full shield Immortal. So this time going up into the top lane. Pretty significant amount of XP here as well for Team Happy Cloud. I think they're going to be able to get 16 off of this, and if they do, I mean, yeah, I like the aggression here from Tickle Tassadar getting in onto that ETC, and that's exactly what they needed to do, because what I was going to say was they're going to be 16, and then it's a real challenge here. So far, just the 1 kill, and with the silencing traps here, Artanis having to be extra careful, just taking all this damage from Hanzo and Junkrat. Nice interrupt from Broomboy, way to stop that Riptire coming out, because that was going to be a dead Artanis pretty much for sure. But Jaina getting rooted here by the Arthas does get taken out by the Lunar Flare, so she popped off that Blizzard to try to zone Arthas from going to help, but it ultimately cost her her life, as level 16s did come up here for Team Happy Cloud. And again, these Junkrat traps, oh no! I think Johanna was trying to bait it out, and Artanis rather jumped right into it, got that sleep. Sorry, silence. And the Lunar Flare coming out does hit onto Broomboy here. The swap coming on to Arthas. But once again, Tyrande putting in the work, keeping Arthas alive with absolutely no health. And that's going to be the first keep of the game here. Couple of potential kills here as they do get the Hanzo. And that's what I was mentioning earlier about that potential Crash Lightning value, was that, you know, if Thrall can get those lightning shots out there and chain them over to the back line, they're going to be extremely low. Right now, we're sitting at 22 stacks. You know, so that's what, 256?
Oh, this feels risky.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 5-on-4. Here comes the Riptire, though. It's going to have a lot of value. And Artanis in the back here. Ring of Frost does come out, land on the ETC. They get the kill onto ETC. Somewhere in there, they also got the Junkrat. I completely missed that one in my field of vision. But you know what? I think I basically just said, hey guys, so Tickle Tassadar, you know, they're doing okay. They got some growing pains, and they said, yeah, about that. And they're coming back into this game. I mean, it's an uphill battle. They've got both keeps down, but I mean, you can't win the game if you don't start with the first one.
Yeah, and there were low health bars for Team Happy Cloud going into that camp, so when you have the whole team of Tickle Tassadar show up, that was gonna be a rough time.
And you know, going back to that play right as the Immortal was spawning, like I can't stress how fantastic that call was from Tickle Tassadar, because level 16s were coming up, and if they're defending at their keep against a level 16, you know, Team Happy Cloud, plus a fully shielded Immortal, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they just lose the game there. And so they made the call to go in. They get that kill onto the ETC and sets them up to actually be able to defend that. So, you know, really fantastic play to identify the threat, that this is a potential end game scenario, and neutralizing it early. All right, so 5-on-5 here A little bit split as Sweet Bun's pretty much all by himself down here. But the rest of the team is split off as well, so it's going to be Junkrat falling first to Jaina. Army of the Dead used. Sweet Buns is in the back line here, knocking out the team with the face melt. Hanzo's Dragon Arrow coming in. Here comes the Mosh Pit. Is going to get interrupted by the Condemn, but it's going to be enough to take Ana out. ETC still in the middle of this team, does not care. Thicon going after Delta, and Tyrande trying to take him out. But Arthur's going to get that sweet victory. And Johanna as well. No Iron Skin available for the Unstoppable. So this time the front line going down on the side of Tickle Tassadar. They have to move back and clear up this core now. And with just Jaina and Thrall, this is now going to be a pretty tall order to defend up against this Immortal coming in. The Immortal calling out that it's time for a change in strategy. I don't know. I don't know what Tickle Tassadar can do at this point. This is going to be nearly a full shielded Immortal going straight into the core. I don't think level 20s will be available by the time that Team Happy Clouds get there. So, on the bright side, they're at least on the same talent tier. They've got all of their ultimates, so if they can get a kill or two, you know, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing them, you know, maybe rotate down, come into this bush here, or come up here as they're doing. They're coming around behind. They're going to do the same thing, it looks like, that they did last round. Try to come in behind them. But Hanzo says, hey, we're paying attention this time.
Not today.
And there goes the Blessed Shield out onto 3. The Ring of Frost coming out is going to stall out the Riptire, but the Riptire coming in. Oh, great ice block there from Garland. Serenian trying to get out on the Thrall. Is going to get... Never mind, not going to get Concussion Mind. And the Lunar Flare going to hit on Serenian, the Power Slide as well. So that's going to secure the kill onto the Thrall. And doing some work up here. All of the blue health bars looking so very low. And Artanis going to be the next to fall. Like, this is... It's unfortunate because there's not a lot they can do. The Immortal is just melting their core. So they have to choose between, can we finish these kills? They do get the kill onto the ETC in enough time to deal with this Immortal. And it's just not looking like that's the case. This is Tyrande getting the kill onto Johanna. I'm sorry, to Jaina. Johanna getting booped out there. And surviving long enough to not die. As the Immortal finishing off the core in game number 2, going over to Team Happy Cloud. Icon saying, I really thought I had that, Hanzo. You know what? I mean, in all seriousness, I thought a lot of those heroes were going to die.
Yeah, everyone had like a sliver of health for Team Happy Cloud there.
And you know, I mean, for what that's worth, shout out to Delta there. You know, when you're playing a hero like Tyrande, who has very limited options on, like, absolutely no AoE healing whatsoever. I mean, other than if you account for her level 1 talent, then you can heal 2 people. But, like, I guess she's got an ult. She didn't take it, though, right? She took the Starfall? Yeah. So, no AoE healing whatsoever. Identifying the most important people to keep those heals on. Right? To make sure that nobody dies. Because ultimately, that's all that matters. If nobody dies, it doesn't matter whether you have 1 hit point or 100% hit points. As long as your people are alive, that's the important thing. So identifying who the priority targets were, absolutely fantastic job there. Sometimes Delta screams, not today, and I get to live when I shouldn't, says Galaxy Quest. Oh, I love it. You know what? Yeah, I do that sometimes. Usually on a Lucio.
Balloon's Chosen is very, very clutch.
That talent is so... Like, it's not broken, but it's broken because you don't expect it. You're not looking for it, generally speaking. You really have to pay attention when that's coming out to know, oh, hey, this Arthas isn't just healing up to full because he's got his army. He's actually healing up to full because Tyrande's just sitting there shooting me in the back.
Tyrande's just like hitting a wall with her arrows and it's healing this guy up.
Anywhere on the map. So a couple of important talents that did not get completed there. So Galaxy Quest, not able to complete the target quest, or target practice, rather. And Thrall, oh so close to Crash Lightning, only 2 stacks away. Also never able to complete the Frostwolf pack, so Lunar Flare, Lunar Shower, Lunar Blaze, there we go. Also not completed there, but I think that's just additional damage, isn't it? Yeah, so that completion's less important. It's really the range that gives you the additional value there, so...
Yeah, and there were some really good stuns on this one as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think if Thrall finishes this Crash Lightning like 3-4 minutes ago, when Tickle Me Tassadar was really starting to pick it up, I think that game goes in the other direction. They started to get their momentum, and I think that they could have potentially won that if that was done a little bit earlier. But Crash Lightning's hard to stack. I mean, there's a reason it's not picked a whole lot in competitive play. Obviously, it's picked oftentimes in your QM games, but how often do you see it completed in QM games? Almost never. So there you go. Well, hey, listen, folks. So that's going to wrap it up for us this afternoon because I've got D&D here in a couple of hours, and I have to go figure out how I'm going to screw over my players. But thanks, Lulu, for joining me this afternoon, getting a couple of replay casts in. Really appreciate the teams of Durtan's Couch, Please Clap, Team Happy Cloud, and Tickle Me Tassadar for those of you showing up today. Much appreciated. And if you're coming back in the future, just wanted you to know that we said hello from the past. So there you go. Lulu, anything you'd like to say before we take off?
Thanks for having me here. It was a lot of fun. Some good matches to watch.
Yeah, for sure. So once again, want to say thank you to Mantis and Lazy Hydra. I'm going to go ahead and get the next emote submitted to Twitch here right away so that I can wait for another 3 weeks before that gets put in. And
when is Alice going to get here? That's actually what I want to talk about.
I hope soon, because I'm so looking forward to that emote. It's going to be fantastic. People are going to love it. And yeah, so hopefully soon, TM. But thanks again, everybody, for joining us here. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern Time, we're going to come back. Our first game is going to be a Division B game between Jailbait and Indecisive Scrubs. I know both of these teams relatively well, as they performed Jailbait performed in Division B East last season. Indecisive Scrubs is kind of a hybrid team now that was formerly HOTUS and a couple of additional people. So looking forward to seeing that game. That is definitely a week 1 game. And then that's going to be followed by the Baddest Dudes versus Bloodfin Murkles. So you're not going to want to miss those. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day, guys.